After a stretch of falling prices and buyer caution, there are signs confidence is finally creeping back into the housing market. A Cotality report out today examines expectations. This is for real estate agents, those working in the property sector, and 3/4 of them expect that we will see increase to house prices this year. However, ANZ has just downgraded their forecast. Nick Goodall is Head of Research at Cotality, joins us this morning. Nick, good morning.
Morning, Ryan.
So what does this tell us? What does this tell you?
Yeah, I think it's a backup of what we'd start to see at the end of last year, where we heard there were more people coming to open homes. Those people in the market were feeling more confident about their prospects this year. But I think it's heavily dependent on where the economy goes. Are we going to see that growth to GDP come through? Do we see the labour market strengthen and unemployment drop? If those things happen, then we do expect that confidence to flow through to the property market as well.
And what about ANZ downgrading their growth forecast for 2026? They were predicting we would hit 5% growth this year. Actually, that pulled that back to 2%.
Yeah, I think that reflects our surprise inflation figure that we got last week for Q4. Inflation a little bit higher than expected. If that's more persistent, then there's a chance that we see those OCR rates come up sooner rather than later. The survey was done before we got that inflation data. So I think that's one thing that might, drag down slightly this confidence that we saw at the end of last year. We still expect the OCR to hold where it is until later in the year. So, the Reserve Bank won't panic on that result, I don't think. They're looking at medium-term inflation, not immediate. So I think they'll still be cautious about this one. But yeah, that's probably part of the reason ANZ have brought that back. There's expectation that interest rates don't stay quite as low as previously expected. That means that mortgage affordability isn't quite as good as we thought last year.
Nick, what about the election and the fact that we could potentially have a change of government? That change of government will bring a capital gains tax. Does that affect the market, or does the election period cool the market for a while?
The main thing election does is slow down the activity, the transactions. I think generally the direction of the market in terms of where values are going won't change too much unless there are some huge policies that we expect to happen. And generally, if there's going to be a change in government or there's a chance of a change in government, if it's looking like National will still lead the government, I wouldn't expect too much change in the trajectory of values. Yes, if it looks like we're going to get a switch to a Labour/Green-led government, and there are going to be some more policies around housing, then yes, we might see that temper expectations and pull people back a little bit. But that'll be a big what if, and we'll see how that campaigning goes to see how that plays out.
Nick, appreciate your time this morning. Nick Goodall from Cotality, Head of Research there. It's 7:20.